Welcome back. You're watching News Desk. My name is Kelley Boss. I'm here for Business at 1. Now we start with the trade industry, where the Cabinet Secretary for Trade and Industry, Lee Kinyanjui, has said that there is need for political goodwill to revive the Kenya's textile industry, while encouraging Kenyans to consume locally made clothes to boost the local industry. He noted that it's crucial that the younger generation is incorporated in the textile business. At an event in Nairobi where the development of national cotton, textile and apparel policy was unveiled, stakeholders echoed that global trade realignment is an opportunity for Kenya to look inwards to promote local manufacturing and enhance value addition.
The cotton, textile and apparel value chain presents immense opportunities for Kenya, ranging from enhanced farmer incomes to increased export revenues and reduced reliance on imports. But the truth is, much of the mutumba is actually made in Kenya, used elsewhere. When it is old, it is brought here. So the very same food you are despising is here in Kitengela at the EPZ, making the very same cloth. But in short, you cannot have a thriving textile industry while at the same time being the favorite destination for mitumba.
But I also believe that part of our stagnation is because of import of used clothes. So how do you grow a vibrant new clothes sector when you are also importing used clothes in bales? I think part of why we have not grown, I would call it a policy contradiction in that sense.
We are seeing the issues of traceability and sustainability growing, and people wanting to trace where their fabrics are coming from, and therefore with this then there's an opportunity for Kenya to tap into this global value chain. When they were coming with this cotton, textile and apparel policy, is to transform the cotton, textile and apparel sector in Kenya to be globally competitive, inclusive, and also to be a sustainable industry.
Now, every time a farmer learns something new, it increases productivity. Now, stakeholders in agriculture can use technology to tackle many of their challenges facing the sector today. While the country's agricultural sector remains the backbone of the economy, it continues to grapple with challenges like unpredictable weather patterns and volatile markets. Experts now say that attending events like the 10th Agritech Africa exhibition, which kicks off 11th June, can improve farmers' knowledge and thus their earnings. This year's theme is improving farmers' income through innovation and technology.
Should be hovering around, because you will be helping the farmers to be able to be modernized. To modernize their farms, the practices, and be able to give you more with less.
There's a lot of complementarity to implement these solutions here in Kenya, and I believe of the 45 to 50 companies that are coming later in June this year, they'll be bringing a lot of these solutions with them that have worked in India and that have a lot of potential to work here in Kenya.
Most of our millet is produced by the small-scale farmers outside there who may not be accessing the technologies needed for preserving the milk. So most of the milk is lost before it reaches the processing plant. We also have challenges of roads, the cooling systems. So our cooperatives, I think, will be the main key beneficiaries of this exhibition.
The sector employs 40% of the population and more than 70% of our rural community. Despite the challenges of unpredictable weather and market volatility, our farmers, steward of the land, continue to secure food for the nation and sustain rural livelihoods. The integration of innovation and technology offers transformative solutions to these challenges.
Now, the first time we heard about GMO in Kenya, it was a heated debate over the Kenya Kwanza bringing in GMO in the country, but it was all about, boosting food security. Now, the judiciary is being urged to the resolution of pending GMO cases to unlock the potential of biotechnology in Kenya. According to Professor Richard Odwor of the Kenya University Biotech Consortium, the prolonged legal battles are not only stalling innovation in agricultural production, but also limiting employment opportunities for biotechnology students across the country.
The future of biotechnology in Kenya hangs in the balance. This follows a decision by the Court of Appeal to suspend the government's move to allow the importation and cultivation of genetically modified organisms or GMOs until a pending case is heard and determined. But scientists warn that further delay in adopting biotech solutions could come at a cost.
We need to even go further and, also sensitize even the judicial system, our parliamentarians and all the stakeholders in here to ensure that at least it's a fair discussion. And none of us has ever disqualified the fact that we need to, even however good a technology is, we are for it to be regulated just like any other. But we must figure out how regulations are now again stifling actually the development of our technology.
Experts say biotech holds the key to boosting food production in the face of climate change and dwindling resources.
What can biotechnology do to increase food production? And why should we train our youngsters, the students in the university, about biotechnology? First of all, the world cannot do without biotechnology. It is through biotechnology that we have even the light we are seeing. It is through biotechnology that we have the medicine, this current medicine you see.
We have students that are taking biotechnology and related courses in Kenyan universities. And this is one of the sectors that is key to food security for Kenya. As you are aware that agricultural progress will depend on manpower as well, human resources training at university level, and hopefully even before university. That's secondary schools, university level, TVETs, training of farmers in what we call specially tailor-made training for farmers.
The government is now being urged to increase funding for biotech courses, not only to admit more students into universities, but also to actively involve the youth in building a resilient, tech-driven agricultural sector.
The youths are the better channel to go and maybe talk to their families. We want to address misconceptions, and we can do this by talking to them and also introducing the knowledge of lab work.
I'd like to give you hope that whatever it is that you fear, we as the scientists are going to solve it. Whatever problem that comes across, we are going to solve it because we are the ones who created whatever it is that you have a problem with.
They were speaking during the Kenya University Biotech Consortium awarding ceremony where the top-performing biotechnology students were recognized and awarded for their contributions to research and innovation. For KTN, I'm Paul Thiongo.
Still in agriculture, but in the quiet fishing village of Kibuyuni, along Kenya's Kwale County coastline, a small silvery fish is transforming lives. The dagaa, including sardines and anchovies, has long been a staple in the local diet and economy. But now, as Levis Musumba reports, it's women who are taking the lead in processing and trading this little fish, turning Kibuyuni into a rising economic hub and playing a vital role in the fight against rural poverty and malnutrition.
As the first light breaks over Kibuyuni village, it brings renewed hope for traders like Elizabeth Luvuno.
Na nilianza na shilingi 5,000. Na mpaka saa hii naweza sema niko kama na 25,000.
Mambo ni kuelewana. Unajua hata nitaki kula.
Kulingana na ile mavuno ya kila siku, kiwango cha dagaa ilikuwa itoke kilo 40. Kwa hiyo ikitoka kuanzia hiyo 41 yenye imetoka hii, ni kwamba leo ni siku njema, dagaa walikuwa ni wazuri. Mali nimenunua kwa bei ya juu 6,000, nitauza kwa kilo shilingi 400. Kwa ujumla yote hapa itakuwa ni 16,400.
Elizabeth has spent the last 5 years building a thriving business around dagaa. Every day, she processes over 150 kilograms of the tiny fish, a testament to her determination and entrepreneurial spirit.
Hii biashara ya dagaa kwa mama ina umuhimu kwa sababu hiki ni chakula na mara nyingi wamama ndo wanashughulika kupika. So ni rahisi mwanamke kuifanya hii biashara kuliko mwanaume.
Mimi nimeanza na mradi wa tenga moja. Paka saa hizi naweza chukua hata tenga 15. Nimevinunua pengine tenga 15, upige mahesabu 500 hapo sikosi kama 20,000 ya akiba.
In Kibuyuni, dagaa is more than just food. It is a staple that is affordable, readily available, and rich in essential nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, proteins, and key vitamins.
Vile vichwa vya dagaa naweza tumia kama lishe ya chakula cha kuku, na pia kama niko na watoto wadogo naweza ichanganya na mbegu zile zingine, niende nisage ikuwe unga wa uji nipe watoto. Huwa inafanya mtoto anakuwa active.
These nutrients play a crucial role in bridging the dietary gap that leads to malnutrition, particularly among women and children, not only for sustenance, but also as a key source of income.
The omega-3 content is good, and then there are also calcium and iron, and selenium. There's a mineral called selenium, and also vitamin B12. So most of the malnutrition cases occur just as a result of either eating less fish in terms of portion size required to meet required content of that mineral, or lack of dietary diversity.
The fish plays a pivotal role in food security, economic empowerment, and community nutrition along Kenya's coast.
This program is very useful in terms of poverty reduction because it is providing employment at the village level. It is providing a product that is demanded elsewhere, and therefore they will be able to get income, regular income, and therefore we anticipate that through employment and the sales, the economy of this village will improve.
The community remains hopeful, not just for a prosperous catch, but for a healthier and more sustainable future. Levis Msumba, KTN.
Well, that story does it for Business at 1. Coming up next is Sports with Jeff Mugire.